12 o'clock on the dot on this beautiful Wednesday morning, the 7th of December. You're tuned into the mid morning talk with me, Fazila Isaac, on Salam Media. We are now joined by Brother Abdur Rashid Rafiq, who's going to speak to us about the two pandemics that's really messing up our country as a whole: GBVF and HIV AIDS. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Abdur Rashid.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Jazakallah so much for taking the time to join us today.
It's a pleasure to be here, and then it's a pleasure also to be a part of today's discussion. And I appreciate a lot, and I make dua that Allah Subhanahu wa Taala can open the minds and hearts of the viewers, and may Allah reward all of you in the rest of the session.
Ameen, inshallah. Brother Abdul Rashid, it's a very sad topic to be discussing, but it's something that needs to be spoken about because it's become such a big a problem in the country. Why are we seeing such a high increase in cases of, let's start with the GBVF? Why are we seeing such high increases in this?
Assalamu alaikum again. South Africa, South Africa, South Africa, South Africa. Today we're going to speak a little bit about 16 days of activism that started in November, and gender-based violence also is included. As we know that in the country, if we go and check the stats of death rate, where people, women and children have been abused and killed, husbands also have been killed, because this, for me, it looks like this is a big disease that we don't see a cure in the country. It becomes very dangerous that even the law itself, they think that no, it becomes very difficult to contain, or very difficult to attend to it. Maybe the way I see it, my own point of view, is because when these things happen, cases are open and no one deals with them most of the time. And sometimes when it's time for the law to deal with it, you find that those that open the case also, they go back and say, no man, can you please leave this case? We spoke and then we are happy again, things like that. If we check now, there is children that have been killed, children that have been raped, women that have been raped, elder people that have been raped, men that have been killed by their wives have been killed by husbands, children killed by mothers, children killed by their fathers, and it's something that it's a man. If I stand up as a man and I speak today, it's just to show to all women out there that not all men are the same, and not all men is cruel, not all men is a criminal, not all men is a dangerous person or is a dangerous parent. We know that most of the time, for people or for men to do that, there is something that triggered that thing that they end up doing things like that. By the end of the day, no one deserves to be killed, or no one deserves to be beaten up, no one deserves to be abused, because at the end of the day, all of us are women. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, when He created us and He ever put love in us so we can love each other. But at the end of the day, because we putting Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala far away, and then we want to deal with the shaitan. We want shaitan to run on us. That's why things like this are happening. And I know for sure that wherever Allah is very ashamed of us. Allah is even saying, what kind of creation is this that I created, that I made even the malaikas to bow in front of them, but today, look what are they doing. They are killing each other. They are abusing each other. And then that is it's very painful. It's very painful. One thing I'm going to say today, everyone has to listen to this. Let's go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let's put Allah in us, and let's bring this iman back, because this iman is needed. So all these things that are happening can stop, and we can live a normal life. Because the way we see now, all the signs of Qiyamah are here. All the signs of Qiyamah that Quran has been mentioning, Hadith has mentioning, if we sit down and double check everything, it's everything that is happening. Children walking naked in the street. Children kill their parents. Wives kill their children. Wives kill their husband. Husband kill the wife and kill the children. And that is cruelty. It's very cruel. So I hope that all the listeners or all the viewers are listening all attentively about whatever we're talking about today. Rather than these parents, mothers, fathers, let's put hands together and stop the abuse and the killing that are happening in the country. Yes, you can speak now, sister.
And brother Abdur Rashid, you are absolutely correct about everything that you are saying. We have to come to Allah. We have to understand that, there are better ways to deal with our anger and better ways to deal with problems that we have with each other. Like you said, no one deserves to be killed, no matter how angry you are. No one deserves to be harmed, no matter how angry you are. But what awareness can we create to try and prevent these two things from becoming worse? I know, okay, yes, we come to Allah, read our salah, and what happens through the rest of the day then? How do we try also other ways in order for us to not become so violent towards each other?
There is one big problem that it's happening, that maybe us men, they don't take it seriously. Because if you see, if there is awareness where men is invited, out of 100 men that will be invited, you will see all 15 or 20 come and participate on all those kind of awareness. But when you invite women will come in numbers. But when it comes to men, it becomes very difficult to see men participating on those kind of things. Because at the end of the day, if I as a man, I have problems. For me to deal with my problems, I have to attend awareness, I have to attend events, I have to go for counseling, I have to go where all men are sitting and deal with all the problems that we're facing. We know very well that there is a lot of organizations. There is one organization called Men for Men. That organization is an organization that helps men deal with everything that men is facing. Maybe health problems, maybe family problems, maybe stress that maybe you can't talk to someone that you because that person maybe can talk bad about you or something like that. But in all those NGOs, when you go there, it's different people that do not know each other. Those people sit and discuss and share the problems they're facing, and then at the end of the day, things are solved. Like one of the biggest ones, we call it men awareness. Those men awareness is where men meet and discuss about cases like that. But to bring that men to that becomes very difficult. I want all men. This does not include only Muslims. It even includes the non-Muslims. Because there is one problem that I see, is not that the problems are faced by non-Muslims only. Even Muslims have problems like that. But when you invite a Muslim man to come and attend things like that, he's going to tell you that, no man, I can't attend all those kind of things because those kind of things are haram, things like that. We have to take that out of us, because at the end of the day, we face the consequences also. We have those kind of problems where Muslim people abuse their wives, abuse their children, and that it has to stop. Men stand up, go and attend those kind of functions, go for counseling, and we will see that, inshallah, everything will be solved, inshallah.
And tell me, we speak a lot about men abusing women. What about the women who abuse men? How can men now deal with this?
There is this case where they say men die with his own problems inside. And then that has to end, because at the end of the day, sometimes there is men that are scared of abusing their women. And you find that it's the women that are abusing the men. Men
Yes.
stand up, go and report to those kind of cases. Because listening of us as men being quiet and say, we can't say anything, because when we open our mouth, they laugh at us like, no man, you as a man, you can't even take care of your own problems. Stand up. There is NGOs that are dealing with that. One of the NGOs, we have one in Postback, uh, Islamic Careline. It's like Islamic Careline is in Postback, and there is counselors there that they deal with cases like that, where if you have a problem as a man and then you want someone to help you, they will try to call you and call your wife also, and try to middle on whatever problem that you guys are facing. Because at the end of the day, we are human, and human
Mm,
make mistakes. Does not mean that only men have problems. There is women
mm,
that have problems also, and you find that
mm.
they need help, but don't, maybe they won't know where to go. So Islamic line is there to assist people like that.
And Brother Abdur Rashid, let's speak about the HIV/AIDS pandemic. We know that we've just gone through International HIV/AIDS Day on the 1st of December. What kind of awareness can we create for HIV/AIDS to make people understand, ways in order to try to protect themselves from this, and also not just protect, but those that also have it already, how to keep on going without giving up?
HIV and AIDS. That's a big discussion that when it comes to Muslim community or Muslim brothers and sisters, it becomes a little bit difficult for them to participate in things in awareness like that. And today I'm here to say, my name is Abdur Rashid. I'm a HIV counselor, and I do the HIV testing. I work for an NGO called Muslim AIDS Program. As the name of the NGO says, Muslim AIDS Program. We work with non-Muslims and Muslims also. But today I want to say to Muslim sisters and Muslim brothers, most of us, we think that HIV, you only get it when you have your sexual intercourse. Not only that. HIV, you can get it through other mechanisms. There is accidents that can happen on the road where maybe a HIV patient is there and people have cuts and wounds, all those kind of things. It's easier for people to get infected. We know that there's a lot of Muslim people using drugs. They even use needles, where they exchange needles with people that may be HIV positive, our own sons and brothers, our own sisters, are part of that also. So today I want to say, stand up as a Muslim man, as a Muslim woman. Go and do the HIV testing, because for now, as long as you don't do your HIV testing, we see you as an HIV person, wherever you are, wherever you're sitting, even if you can come and say, I'm not HIV positive. How do you know that you're not HIV positive without testing? Go and get tested. Know your status. Get treatment and live in a healthy life like everyone else. We are based in Fosbeck. Uh, if you need HIV testing in your community, but you don't know how can people come and do the HIV testing that side, I will leave the numbers now, and I will leave the name of the NGO. So if anyone wants HIV in his community, wants HIV awareness in his community, we do also blood pressures, we do height and weight, BMI, all those kind of things. It's a combo. So these are the numbers that you can call: 067 946 6107. I'll repeat the number: 067 946 6107. The second number is 067 946 0390. 067 946 0390. Call those numbers. You will find people that will attend to you. They will arrange for HIV awareness and will come and be there and help you do that. And those that have questions, they can come and ask questions, and then we'll answer their questions, inshallah.
Amen. Brother Abdul Rashid, we're going to take a quick short ad break. When we come back, we will continue speaking about this, inshallah. Stay tuned.
Inshallah.
Rejuvenating media day by day. This is Salam Media.
Thousands of Syrian Palestinian refugees and Lebanese children do not have access to education. Amman means safety and is a school that provides formal education from kindergarten to grade 9. Africa Muslims Agency aims to provide 650 children with education that will change the trajectory of their lives and their families' lives. Fulfill your intention by fulfilling their dreams. Donate 16,000 Rand per child or any amount. Go to africamuslimsagency.co.za or call us on 011 834 8685. Africa Muslims Agency, empowering, educating, inspiring.
When the perfect blend of stylish decor, exquisite halal cuisine, and warm hospitality come together, it could only mean Al Bayt Lodge, your true home away from home. Al Bayt is the ideal heaven for families, business people, and tourists with its 4-star family rooms and other luxurious facilities, conveniently situated close to Port Elizabeth Airport, the beach, and other amenities. Your stay will be truly unforgettable, as you'll be taking home lasting memories of the warm hospitality, the serenity and tranquility that Al Bayt has to offer. For reservations, call 041 583 6415 or visit www.albaytlodge.co.za.
Give charity without delay, for it stands in the way of calamities. For child-headed households in Bloemendal in the Eastern Cape, the daily diet consists of white bread and a carton of cheap juice or sugar water, known locally as the poppy water diet. Make a difference to that one child or family. The Al Fida Foundation has over the past 13 years worked on the ground and gathered the largest database in the Eastern Cape region of Muslim Zakah recipients. Phone our offices at 041 484 1288 or visit our website at www.alfida.co.za. The Al Fida Foundation, your social investment partner in the Eastern Cape.
Kids these days are smart, and when you're competing for their attention against their smartphones, you need to make smart choices, like using Sunfoil triple refined pure sunflower oil in every meal you make. It's naturally cholesterol-free and approved by the Heart and Stroke Foundation as part of a balanced eating plan. So whether you're cooking, frying, or baking, you get the great tasting results that'll get their attention faster than the latest app. And if that doesn't work, change the Wi-Fi password. Sunfoil. Now we're cooking.
It's a new beginning. It's a new era. Salam Media, humanitarian journalism.
Time is 12:17. You're tuned into the mid-morning talk with me, Fazila Isaac, on Salam Media. Now, we are joined by our brother, Abdur Rashid Rafiq, who is speaking to us about GBVF and HIV/AIDS. Now, brother Abdur Rashid, there's a question I wanted to ask regarding, are you still there with us? Oh, okay. I think we lost brother Abdur Rashid. So, something that is pertinent to this when it comes, it's something that I always think about, with regards to our children in the education system. It has been known now recently, of the late few years, that the schooling system, life orientation now, it includes sex education in our schooling system. The problem that we currently do face is that sometimes when giving these children feedback and speaking about these the rules and the education that comes with having sexual intercourse, they kind of misconstrue the advice that we give to them, or if anybody, the generation seems to think that it is okay for them to then engage in these sexual actions just because they are being advised on the safest ways to deal with it. And I fully understand, the government, the department, has come through with making this a compulsory subject or compulsory content to be taught, purely because they're looking at it at a point that, what, ignorance cannot be the only reason, or ignorance cannot be the reason for people to come out and say, what, I did not know that I must get tested, or I did not know that I must protect myself when engaging in intercourse. So this is something that the government has come through to try to teach children about, right? But the problem that we have is that this generation of children, they take it in a way that we are being taught about sex education. So it means that this is what we must do. Brother Abdur Rashid, I think we have you back with us.
Yes, I'm back. Jazakallah khair for everything. Okay. HIV and AIDS. It's a manageable disease. A disease that does not choose color, race. You are from different countries, black and white, green and yellow. As long as you're a human being with blood in your system, you can. There's no one that wakes up in the morning and say they want to be HIV positive. Mistakes happen where people are in the wrong place at the right time. So today, I'm advising my own community, Muslim community, brothers and sisters. HIV, it's real. And you can get it in different ways, as I explained when I start speaking about HIV and AIDS. Today, I'm here saying to my brothers, to my sisters, let's give each other's advice when it comes to going and test for HIV. Test it, know your status, save people that you say that you care about, people that say that you love. But at the end of the day, if you don't do that, then tomorrow you find that your wife also is HIV positive only because you couldn't go to the clinic and take your medication. No, I'm a Muslim person, I can't take this, I can't take that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help those that help themselves. If you want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help you, you have to help yourself. You can't sit at home and say, okay, today I need 1,000 rand. Because that 1,000 rand won't come. Stand up and say, Ya Allah, I put my legs on the street. I'm making dua that whatever I'm going to touch, put barakah in it. I put my legs on the street. I'm working. Give me a way on how can I get my risk. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave all of us, we have our own risk that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave it to us. But you can't sit and fold your hands and Allah will feed me. Allah will give it to me. Allah help those that help themselves. Stand up, my brother, go and get tested and find out if you are HIV. Then you will get your treatment, you take your medication, and you live a healthy life like other people. HIV positive is manageable.
Brother Abdul Rashid, I want to speak about. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. I want to speak about children learning sex education in school. What are your thoughts on that?
Repeat again.
Prevent teenage pregnancies and to try to prevent HIV. Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear now.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, what are your thoughts on children in school doing sex education and learning about it, because the government has put it there in school now so that they must be taught to try to prevent the spread of HIV/AIDS. What are your thoughts on this?
Okay, when it comes to about it, you won't go after your child everywhere that the child goes. At the end of the day, children are children. They will do things that we can't see them. So if they get educated, I think it's going to be a way of making them aware that there is danger on whatever they're doing.
Yeah, so you think
know
it's
that
important that we teach them this?
Yes, most of parents, we have that mandate of going and educate those kids, make those kids see that this thing exists. This thing exists because and a father that's going to sit with these kids and speak about HIV. They will teach a child that no, you as a Muslim child, you won't have HIV because when you grow up, you get married to one man or you get married to one woman. Yes, that's what Islam teaches. Not only Islam, even other religions also teach the same thing. But kids are kids. And we in the communities where we live, it's not only Muslim people only. We live with different people that other people that are not living the same life that Muslims are living. At the end of the day, peer pressure when it comes to children, it's different when you speak to an elder person.
Mm. It is very different because children have a different understanding of things that we say to them. Anything that you explain to a child, they look at it in their own way. Now, when we talk about GBV, and abuse, it's so difficult. There's such a stigma attached to women or men who leave abusive marriages. You're in a marriage, you get married, and then it's an abusive one, whether it's the man, whether it's the woman. There's so much people look at you and tell you, no, stay in there. You look like a failure if you leave your marriage and things like that. How can we start breaking this generational stigmas? And how can we start making people feel safe and good about leaving these marriages that are breaking them down?
One thing, even the Quran, it says that Allah does not want to see marriages. Allah is not happy with those that break marriages. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, we are human, and we go through in our marriages. If you're a woman in a business marriage where you can't take it anymore, most of the time, let me today emphasize this, and I want all women to sit down and listen to it. We know that women get abused because of financial conditions. You're staying in a man's house, he bought the house. You came and stay with him, you don't work. The man goes to work. He's the provider.
Are you still with us, Brother Abdur Rashid?
Yes, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Because we're having a little bit of a network problem, so sometimes it goes off and it comes back. But yes, Brother Abdur Rashid, we have come to the end of our program. Jazakallah so much for taking the time to educate us on these important matters. It's been really, really nice speaking to you today. Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah for all of your insight, brother.
Barakallah khaira. And then as I gave you the numbers, if anyone needs help from us, just call those numbers and we'll be there at any time, inshallah.
Jazakallah so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
That was Brother Abdur Rashid Rafiq, who was enlightening us on the two pandemics, GBVF and HIV/AIDS. The time is now 12:29. We're going to take a quick short ad break. When we come back, our stylist and fashion entrepreneur, Katleho Mohapi, will be joining us. Stay tuned.